Good morning, everybody, and welcome into Mindful Movements. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I am getting a little moving around done. I've been out of town, and so if you see behind me, I'm in a hotel room. So that is always its own little workout of trying to figure out where to put things, where to put the light, where to move things around. So just bear with me. I am still getting things a little bit more set up. I'm trying to get everything charged in, plugged in so it charges and doesn't die on me while I'm doing all this. So if you're in here, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook, please hashtag replay. Let me know that you're watching the replay. Comment, ask questions. We are working on the burpee today. And as I get set up, remember, I do go live on other platforms, so I'm fixing to go ahead and get those started. You'll hear me say the welcome. You will hear me say the welcome one more time. So bear with me as I get everything started and get other things plugged in. Actually, I think I'm going to plug things in really quick before I get started on those other platforms because that becomes a little bit more of a chore. Hopefully my plugs will work. Nope. Let's see. How many plugs? We might have to just chance it this morning, and I'm going to have to make it fast because I can't get to the chargers where I'm sitting. Oh well, we're just going to roll with it today. Let's get this thing started. Let me go ahead and press go live on one, go live on the other. Good morning, everybody. Welcome into Mindful Movements. How is everybody today? Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Jump in, say hi. We are getting everything going this morning. I'm trying to share everything out. Bear with me, Facebook. I'm just trying to share all the things. Good morning. Welcome in. I'm trying to share this morning and I'm pushing the wrong buttons, guys. Push, 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 push. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Okay, there we go. We shared it out. Rockin', good morning. What's up? I got a notification yesterday. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You were officially my first register. So thanks for registering. That's so awesome. Thank you so much. I cannot say thank you enough to all of the ones that are going to do that for me this year and all of the ones that are going to help this out. Make sure that you know that if you are going to join the 5K this year, we are donating to an MDS organization that is MDS cancer. It's very rare. It's very true to me. I lost a very dear friend to it last year. And so that made my decision of the organization that I wanted to donate to. If you want to donate, if you want to sponsor, you can sponsor. There's multiple ways to sponsor. If you want to register, you can register as an individual or as a group, either one. I did open it up to teams this year. So if you have a group of friends that just want to join in and do it together, please feel free to go in there and register as a group. Give yourself a group name. Your group name will go on the back of your t-shirt. So we're going to get things started. Remember, today we're adding the push-up option to the burpee. We've done everything else. We've gone over all of the things. And today we're going to throw in that push-up option if you want to do it. So we're going to just show the burpee itself. Remember, when we're doing the warm, I am all tongue twisted today. Just bear with me. As we do the warm up, you're going to notice movements that make you think we're already doing the burpee, right? We're going to be putting those in. That's the whole point of getting you ready for it. And be mindful, I am going to have to cut this short. So we're going to be very quick. We're going to go through everything. We're going to do what we need to do because I have no chargers plugged into any of my devices this morning. My plug was way too far away from my phones or my iPad or anything else. Bear with me. I'm going to walk away from the camera. I love you. I don't know. We'll see. Thank you guys for hanging out and bearing with me with this. So what we're going to do is we're going to do our warm up. I'm going to step back here in the corner. Rockin', you're on one. American, I see you're on one. If anybody is joining in on Facebook or YouTube, if you can let me know when I step back, if you can hear me. That's the biggest thing. I want to make sure that y'all can hear me when we get started. I am going to plug in my earbud for my computer because that is the one that records and that is the one that's always on replay. If you miss any of these, remember you can watch the replay on Facebook or YouTube. Make sure that if you are watching the replay, hashtag replay. It lets me know that you didn't ask a question during the live. I am still here, getting my earbuds. We're going to plug my earbuds into my computer. Computer is very, very low. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off everywhere except my computer. Let me go ahead and do that because it's trying to connect everywhere this morning, of course. There we go. All right, we're going to try that. Let's see if that works. Okay, let's see. No, thank you. Please drop your hand. All right. So, okay, now I'm going to move back. And whenever I move back, American Rockin', just let me know that y'all can still hear me because I'm going to be working right back here pretty much. We have the chair for our chair push-up. We're going to put that there. I may move it around just a little bit. Just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me whenever I was back there. That's as far as I'm going to go. I think I'm going to do this right here. I have a countertop table that we're going to do the countertop on. We've got our chair, and then I have the wall right here. So we're going to do all the wall stuff from right here. The only thing from the wall is I'll just move things over. We'll do all the wall stuff first. So we'll go over the whole wall, wall burpee or modified wall burpee, however you want to call it. We'll go through all of that first. That way, whenever I move the chair over, you can still see it. So all of the things that I do this morning, we're going to do near the wall in the warm up. That way you do see that modified version of everything. If you see, I am in no shoes. I'm at the beach. So I decided to do this and I can even show you that you can do this without shoes on. It's not something that you have to worry about shoes on. But remember, if you need those shoes on, please wear them. Listen to your body. If you have any sort of issues or if you're under a medical providers cover right now, if you've got any kind of injury or anything like that, please make sure that you check with your medical professional before you do any exercise or nutrition program of any sort. And then listen to your body as you do anything. It's very, very important to do that. All right, so our warm up is a squat to reach. We're just going to do the squat. I'm going to do all of this with no shoes on. We're going to do a squat to reach overhead, nice and slow. Then we're going to move right into a wall push up. We're going to do a hinge and reach down. And when we reach down, we're going to go ahead and reach for the countertop right here. And as we reach down, we're going to do a step out and a step in. And then we will add that push up into this morning as I'm showing you the warm up. So just watch, pay attention as we go. And if you have questions, please, please, please ask those questions. Okay. All right. So we're going to do our squat reach. If you remember, I have to adjust my feet because my feet do not like to do a full squat. Reach overhead. We're only going to do a couple of these here. If you have a wall and you want to do it against the wall, my back is there. I'm just going to slide down the wall. right back up, hands above my head, just like that. Okay. Okay. Just like that. Squat, overhead reach. All right. The next one is that wall push up. We're going to get right here. Okay. My hands are at chest level. I'm going straight out in front of me. Get back far enough that when you go in, you go on your toes. See how I just did that? If I go on my toes, it makes me engage my core just a tiny bit more. So the more I go back, the more I have to go onto my toes to do it. Just like this. You don't have to go on your toes. If you're too uncomfortable to go on your toes, keep it to where your feet can stay flat and then your heels don't come up very much at all. Okay. I like to go back. So I'm on my toes, just like that. Wall push up. Make sure that you keep your core engaged. You don't want your back to slump whenever you are doing this. I know the color is a little off over there, rocking. It's just the way the lighting is this morning. I couldn't fix it, so I just said, screw it, we're gonna work with it. Um, all right, the next one is that reach, that hinge over and reach. So all you're doing is just hinging over and reaching forward. That's it. Hinge over and reach forward. Okay. Nice, gentle way to do this. Hinge over, reach forward. That's it. Remember, this is just the warm up, but each part of this warm up is a different part of that burpee that we're getting ready for. Because remember, we're doing a burpee challenge in September and it's 300 burpees. And the way that I'm going to try to do this is I think we figured out we have like 15 Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. And as those Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays come around, I'm going to break it up. So during the live, each of those days, if you're with me and you do them with me, you will get your 300 burpees for the whole month. So if you join me every day in September that I'm live, we'll get those 300 burpees in there. Now, we may split it up a little bit. We may do 5 here, 5 there as we're talking and do other things. That's right. Let's go. Get ready to do the burpee in September. So if you want to do this challenge and you want to get those 300 burpees in there, just join me Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday, and we'll get them done. All right. So the last piece of that warm up that we've been doing this month is the step out and then step in. So what we're going to do this morning is I'm going to step in. I'm going to reach over, actually. I'm going to hinge over and reach the countertop. Okay, that's what we're doing it from. And this is kind of high. So if you have something lower, like a chair, and you like to use a chair, you can totally use a chair. If you would rather, if you have a counter and it's higher, totally use the countertop. It's okay. Make this work for you and your body. So you're going to hinge over, reach. We're going to step out. Okay. While we step out, I'm going to go ahead and do that push up and then step in. Okay. Step out, push up, step in. I just went ahead and added that push up in there so you feel it as you're doing it. So you're going to hinge over, step out, push up, step in. Okay. So that is the last part of your warm up for the month. And since this is the last week of the month, I decided I would go ahead and throw that little push up in there. So if you are getting things going, if you're learning this, if you've been with me the whole month, if you've been with me the whole month of August and you've gone through every one of these burpee pieces, please throw me a purple heart in the comments and let me know that you've been along with me. If you know purple is my absolute favorite color. So throw those purple hearts in the comments for me and let me know that you've been with me through this whole August. Woohoo! Yes, thank you. All right, so what we're going to do this morning is we're going to show every different style of push-up. I have the wall, we have a countertop, we have a chair, and then we have the floor. Okay, so we're going to do every one of those this morning because that is our final piece of the burpee. And what I'll do is as we go through it, I'm going to go ahead and do a full burpee, adding that push up in there. So if you're doing a push up from the wall, remember I said step away, get nice and comfortable. You want your fingers hitting chest level straight out in front of you. That's the way I do my measuring. In, you're going to go up on your toes just a tiny bit, no matter where you are. If you get really close, you won't go on your toes. Okay. You're still going to get some of that movement, just not quite as much. You step back. You're going to go on your toes. You're going to go in. You see how I'm keeping my core straight? I'm not doing this to reach in with my hips. I want my back to stay straight, my core to stay engaged. Your whole body is going in. Okay. If you're doing a push up, you don't want to do this. If you need to do that, you can totally do that if you're having issues going down, but you want to try to keep your whole body in position together. All right. Countertop push up. I'm going to go here. I'm going to step back. Elbows are glazing my rib cage. Okay. Straight down, whole body, just like that. A chair. Let's see, I'm going to move back a little bit like this. There we go. Maybe y'all can see the whole thing. All right, I'm on my toes. You probably don't see my feet everywhere, but we're going to go down. Chair. My body is still staying in line as we do it. All right, last one is the floor. Now for the floor, there's 2 different ways to do this. I don't know if y'all can see the whole floor over here. I'm going to drop that camera a little bit. Okay, so if you're doing this from the floor, there's 2 different ways that you can do this. You can do this from your toes, or you can do this from your knees. So if you're doing it from your toes, I don't really know how I'm going to do this because I need the room. Let's see. Let's see if I can get my feet here. Okay, you might be able to see my toes here like that. Okay, so I'm on my toes. My feet are here, all the way back. I'm on my toes. You go straight down and right back up. You're keeping your body fully in line. I'm going to turn this way because I know you can see me this way. I'm on my toes just like this, whole body all the way down and right back up. Now, you can do this on your knees. So your knees just go down. My feet are still on the floor, but my knees are down. You're just going to do the same thing. And if you're doing this from your knees, that just means that your legs are doing just a tiny bit less of the work. If y'all know me, I have a little bit of an issue. Sometimes I do them from my knees because my toes, my ankle doesn't want to do what they need to do. So it makes it a little bit harder for me to do it from my toes. So never think that there's not an option. There is always, always, always an option. All right. Now, so we've gone over every part of the push-up. So what I want to do now is we're going to do each piece of the burpee to include the push-up. So let me know, Rockin', were you able to see me doing the push-up from your view? American, were you able to see from your view? Junior, what's up? If you've been in here, let me know that if you could see the push-up from your view, Junior. That's going to help me because I'm in a new room. So I'm kind of like working around everything. So Junior, if you're still in there with me this morning, let me know if you were watching the push-up. I did the knee and the toe push-up. And I know the angle is a little different. So let me know if you could see it okay. Thanks for hanging out with us this morning and being with us today. So we're going to do the wall burpee. Okay, the wall burpee is a version, and you can do this without any of the jumping or anything like that. So if you're going to do the wall burpee, you're going to go here. You're actually going to stand close. You're going to step out. Okay. You're in your push-up position. Push up, step in, reach above your head, and finish. There's your burpee if you're doing it from the wall. We'll do it again. Step out, push up, step in, reach above your head. Burpee. Perfect, right? If you're doing this from the wall, it is totally okay to do it that way. That's just getting you ready to progress and go in a different route. All right. If you're doing it from a countertop, you might not be able to see the full countertop because of the chair. Turn it that way. There, that helps. All right. So if you're at the countertop, hinge over, step back, push up, step in, hands above your head. That's the second one. Hinge over, step back, push up, step in, hands above your head. Now, any of these things can be a jump. If you want to do a jump with any of these, it's totally okay to do that. We're just doing the simple version this morning where I'm not jumping. I'm just going up on my toes, raising my hands above my head. That is the version that we're doing this morning. So now we're going to do this from the chair. Okay. If you're going to the chair, you're hinging a little further, right here. Hands are going to the chair, out, push up, step in, hands above my head. Hinge over, out, push up, in, hands above my head. Okay. And then if you're doing it from the floor, I really want y'all to be able to see this better, but I don't know how I'm going to make it work. I think I'm going to, the things you have to do to make it work. I'm going to go at an angle here. I think this is going to be a really good way for you to see the full thing. Okay, so if you're doing it from the floor, you're going to hinge over. You're going all the way down. You see my legs are bending with me. I'm going all the way down, stepping out, push up, step in, come up, hands above your head. Okay, we're going to do it again. You're hinging over. My knees are bending. I'm going down, step out, push up, step in, hands above my head. Okay. Now, since I did do this, I'm going to go ahead and show you the version of the push-up that I was trying to show, because I think this is going to be a little bit better of a view in this, and that way y'all can see it a little bit better. So if you're doing a push-up on your toes, your hands are under your shoulders, and you're just going to go down, grazing your rib cage, and right back up. You want to keep your body nice and in line so your core is engaged. If you want to do it from your knees, you're just dropping your knees. That's it. Just like that. You're still getting the core work. You're just not getting the leg movement. Okay? So we have gone over every version of the push-up this morning. We have gone over every version of the burpee to include the push-up this morning. So if you have any questions about any portion of this, please feel free to ask now. It is a perfect time. If you have a question about any of these, please, please, please ask. I'm going to go ahead and put my chair back in place because I threw it up here out of the way. All right. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll chat for a few minutes. Good morning. Welcome in. Big, what's up? How's it going? So if any of you have any questions about the burpee, any of those options that I've given, please feel free to ask in the comments. I will happily answer them. as best as I can. I did have to adjust the screen over here on Facebook and YouTube because whenever I come closer, you can't see my face. But I can always adjust if anybody needs to see it. If not, remember, I'm not going to hang out long this morning because I don't have any of my devices plugged in. I do not want them to die on me while I'm in the middle of this because my computer is getting close to dead. I've been getting some notifications that it's low. So there's no questions coming in. So if you don't ask, nothing changes if you don't ask questions. If you have questions, feel free to ask. My water's behind my computer. Shell wanted to know what. Is Shell in here? I don't see Shell. Oh, Shell, if you're watching the replay, he's throwing you under the bus, girl. He's throwing you straight under that bus. Well, next week starts September, so we will start next week. And so the way we're going to do it, I think, is the 31st is on Monday. So I know that you kind of hang out and you pay attention American Rock and you're in here too. So if y'all are doing this, Junior, if you're in here and you're doing the 300 rep challenge with us, I think Monday is the 31st. So it's the first week that's got the full week of September. So we're adding that first day, and it's the end of August, but we're going to add that first day in there and connect it to September. That way I get those true Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays in there. So it gives us plenty of time to get all those burpees in for the month of September. And I really want to say that Monday's the 31st. So I just decided that that's what we'll do. Now we will have a whole new 2 exercises next week, and we'll start getting back into our normal thing. But during that, while we're going through that whole cycle, every little bit we will do burpees. So it's going to be September's going to be a little bit different too, even though we are adding our regular exercises in there. So bear with me as we get through this September. But I wanted to make sure that while we're live, that we're getting those burpees in there. So I'm going to be doing burpees along with the exercises of the month. So just bear with me. No, thank you, Chris. Please drop your hand. So, oh yeah, for sure. All the gains in September, all the gains, no matter which one you do, there's going to be some sort of gain in there for sure. For sure. All right. Do you have any questions about the exercise? No, I cannot. I don't know you, so no. Um, Do you have any questions about the 5K? Do you have any questions about the exercises from this week, the warm ups, the cool downs, any of things that we've done in the month of August? Um, Actually, in August, I didn't do any cool downs. We've gone over so many cool downs that would be good for you at any point. So go watch my replays on YouTube and you'll see any of those cool downs during my lives all the months prior. I do have a subscription option that I'm trying to get worked out, where you do get all of these things in a simplified manner. So bear with me. I just haven't been able to work on it much this month because of all the things going on. But um, yeah, I know you need to register. Hey, Rockin' beat you.
She beat you. She was my first register this week. My first registration. So I'm going to be giving her a shout out this week. I did shout outs for my sponsors last week, and I will be doing sponsor shout outs this week. Um, so we're going to get things going. It'll be a little bit more detailed this week, American, for the next 3 weeks. Mondays are going to be dedicated to sponsors. So the afternoon content post this afternoon, I think it's 5:30 is what I have them scheduled for, will be for each one of my sponsors. So Mondays will be sponsors. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, perfect. That'd be great because I'm going to start shouting out my registers too. I want to make sure that I won't do anything publicly, but I will start notifying whenever I get a register or multiple registers and I'll probably do that once a week, maybe once every couple of weeks. Because I know as we get into September, I'm going to start getting a lot more registrations because it's getting closer and most people wait until like the month before. Not a lot of people do a long way out. So if you have any questions about the 5K, Bodies by Design /5K 2026, you could always do that. Or you can go to the links in my bios. I have information everywhere. I have a flyer probably pinned in all of my profiles. My first content piece, I think. And it has a QR code. So if you want to scan the QR code, it takes you directly to 5K stuff. All right. No questions about the exercises from this morning? No questions about the 5K. Please remember, I do content all the time about my 5K. So if you're interested in the 5K, go check out a piece of my content. And most everywhere um, is gonna have the links in my bios for my 5K. All right, guys. Well, we're going to call it for today. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Thanks, Rockin', for being here big. I didn't get to see you, but if you're still in here, thanks for hanging out with me today. I will see you guys tomorrow. See ya. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for listening. Thanks for joining in. If you're watching the replay, please make sure to hashtag replay. You can watch the replay on Facebook or YouTube. Facebook, I think, is 30 days. YouTube hangs out until I take it down. So thanks, guys. Hang out. Remember, this is your journey. You don't have to do it alone. You can always join us. See you then.